Oh, yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy, Muzzy McGee. So today is another Sunday. Shout out to you guys for being here. I know it's not always the most fun thing to do to be here on the weekend, especially when we are, you know, tired. Some days I don't really want to be here either. But it's really important. I said to myself, I'm going to become a really, 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 really good guitar player. And so if that's important to me, then I have to prioritize it, especially on the days when I don't want to do it. So, again, I want to say shout out to you guys who are always watching the channel, for you guys for being here, for the comments and suggestions I keep getting for the channel, for the constructive criticism that I get on a regular basis. It's very, very helpful stuff, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for continuing to show love to the channel. Okay, and for really, really helping me grow this thing from the ground up. For those of you who can only watch it from time to time, for those of you who can only be here just part of the time, or who are there here every single day, and for those of you who just watch the replay section of the channel, thank you so much for being here. Guys, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. And for those of you who are confused about that, I'm going to go over my spiel real quick so people be understanding what I'm doing right here. So the channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream. The live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts: the practice session and the improvisational section. So the practice session is about me practicing and you practicing and us practicing together, like sort of a workout situation. So we can get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. We do that by following a basic set of a basic structure. That can be things in there can be interchangeable. So we do warm-ups, scales, chords, different chord progressions, different chords voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs that we use to help build the foundation that we need to do the second thing, which is to work on the improvisational stuff. So on the live stream, it'll just be me doing improvisational music, you getting to sit on your throne of judgment, letting me know if I'm doing good, bad, great, terribly. You can suggest influencers and different exercises that can help me get better as a musician as well. I'm okay with all of that, okay? It's very helpful to me, okay? I'm not perfect, I'm not great, I'm an intermediate guitar player like the rest of you. That's why I'm doing this, so I can get better, so we can get better as a collective. It's my hope that you will feel not only comfortable but confident enough to use the playlist section of my channel, where you will use the backing tracks that are there. Again, they're things I didn't write, to practice against them, record yourself playing against them, upload them to YouTube, and share them with me. And only with your permission, I would like to spend a session or not an entire session, but spend a session maybe once or twice a month where I talk about how you attack the fretboard using those songs, how I've attacked the fretboard using those exact same songs, and what we can do as a collective to get better. The third thing is basically for us using that skill set, okay? The skill set, me understanding the guitar, my understanding of the fretboard, my understanding of music theory, to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X, which is my digital audio workstation of choice. I will be singing, I will be songwriting, I will be writing different instrumental tracks, doing different sound design projects. I'll also be doing writing different guitar parts, different solos, and other things like that, so that I can get better every single day. 100% of the stuff, obviously, that I'll be putting out, including the other instrumental I put out today, will be in an effort for me to get better. 90% of that stuff will be stuff that 90% of that will be music that I'm creating for myself personally. The other 10% will be split into 2 parts: music I'm creating with other individual artists, musicians, more or less, and the other one will be the other individual filmmakers who are always looking for new music to help work for their films. And that's helpful to me because it allows me to get a different creative process in, work on a different part of what it takes to make a film to work on a different creative process. Okay, like writing music for a film is not the same thing. Okay, it just isn't. Okay. Lastly, basically, the channel is when people don't really watch the channel, because I save all these videos, this channel still serves for me as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situations. When I go back and watch the videos, I can check out what people have written in the comments section, what people have written in the chat section, and I can go back and see if those things kind of jive with what I have going on in my head, what I'm trying to build. And some of those things confirm some of those things, the mistakes that I've made before, and so those are things I can fix really quickly. And sometimes these are mistakes that things that I can change with the channel that actually cost money, which take a little bit longer to do, but again, I can make those changes as well. But watching people and listening to people and what they have to say about what I can do to fix the channel always is beneficial to the channel, especially when it's something that confirms already one of my own personal suspicions as to how I can get better at this streaming game. So I ask people to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, obviously, because I want to grow this channel to be the biggest channel ever, but it also helps me get a part of the YouTube partnership program, the Amazon affiliate program, so I don't have to do as much of the second thing, which is to ask people to donate to the channel. Now, there are two ways in which a person can donate to the channel. You can donate directly or indirectly. You can donate directly using my Ko-fi account. That link out was ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I will make that link available in the chat. It is available in the description. You can donate as little as €1 to the channel. Every penny helps, okay? Second way you can help out is through the cryptocurrency referral links. Again, this channel has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, okay? But I'm involved in cryptocurrency. I'm sharing my passion with music with you guys. I also am very passionate about cryptocurrency. If you want to get involved in that space and you've talked it over with your family, you've done your research, getting on these platforms obviously by no means is a requirement to purchase anything. But in the event that you decide that you want to do so, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. But if you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, if you use any of the platforms that I have or that are available in the description of my video, and you use my referral links and you spend $50 or more, they will offer you perks and benefits that they would never offer you otherwise. And whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me as I'm the referring client, because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, up to $100. That's how it helps out with the channel. Lastly, the easiest way to help me grow this channel is to like, comment, and subscribe to me on YouTube. But it's also easy to help me by liking or following me or adding me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and now Discord. Helping me grow those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels, because one hand washes the other. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today. I'm going to go ahead and type this stuff into the chat so that you have it. Okay. This right here is a copy of my Ko-fi account. And here is the link to Lick of the Week. Again, like, comment, and subscribe to their channels too, because helping them grow their platform incentivizes them to continue to push out educational content that inevitably helps us get better. Okay, and that's a free way to help them out. It's a free way to help us out. It's just by liking and commenting and subscribing to my channel, as well as to other people whose channels I recommend on here as well. Here is the link to that. And also, let me just finish up with this right quick. All right, guys, we're going to get started here today. I'm going to open up the online metronome, which I didn't do. I usually wait till I get to this next part to do it. The lick of the week, obviously, is the only thing that's going to be changing today, because we're going to still be doing the D major scale, D sharp, E flat major scale. We still got the major triads, which are the major minor triads I'm going to be adding. Let's get right into this right quick, y'all. Shout out to you guys. Let me see if I can get to this right now. As they say, right cha. Why is this not? I'm an idiot. My bad, guys. My bad, shotties. Yes, I like to call people shotties. It's one of my favorite things to say. I don't know why. It's mildly amusing, and I like it. I like it. Let's get right to it here, guys. Here's the online metronome, and for the last couple of days, it has been playing these things outside of, or not in double time. It's been playing in regular time. So whoever the company is that makes this metronome, shout out to you guys. It's a free metronome online. And, oh yes, playing in regular time. Nice. We're at 100 beats per minute, right? Yeah. We're going to start working on the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret, guys. Shout out to you guys for being here. Again, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, if I do not get to them right away, understand it is not intentional. So let me just go ahead and post this right here, right quick, right here. Pin this message. There we go. Let's get right to it, guys. Happy Sunday, y'all. Let's get right to it. If I do that one now. Anyway, we're going to get right into 190 beats per minute and start working on the John Petrucci by the Mosquito style exercise, guys. Again, I understand being here on Sundays is hard. It's not always the easiest thing in the world to do. But again, if my goal is to get better at guitar, my goal is to get better at anything. The only thing that you can do is to push through those periods that suck. And sometimes, like today, when you don't want to really be here, those are the days you got to show up the most. So let's get through it, guys. Let's still work on these exercises. Let's try to keep pushing forward, okay? Let's get right into those the John Petrucci by the Mosquito style exercise. Let's go. Now let's get right into the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret. This one's a little bit harder for me because I'm changing my picking grip. You guys know this, but I'm going to keep trying to push through this as well. So alternate spider picking pattern with this new pick grip that I'm working on. Let's get after it, y'all. Oh, I got an iced coffee today. It's cold, but, you know, it's delicious. Let's get it. Yeah, I went a little further on that one than I normally go, but it is what it is, guys. We're going to turn up the volume here real quick on my guitar so that I can do the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret. Again, We're going to keep working on that picking grip until I get it right. Okay? So let's get right to it. I guess that doesn't really apply to the chromatic tapping because I'm tapping and not using my picking hand, so. Now let's get right into the... I gotta turn this volume down. I gotta toggle back to a different screen, so I'm not gonna be able to see the comments for this part, guys, because we're gonna be working on... oh shit, I forgot to hit this on pause. Going 140, 150, 160 beats per minute. We're gonna do the Brandon Dion sweep picking exercise at 140, 150, 160 beats per minute. Again, I'm still working on this picking grip, y'all. So let's go. Let's go right into sweep picking exercise. Same exercise, 150 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Iced coffee. Delicious. Super excited about it. There we go. I'm probably way more excited about this than I probably should be, but, you know, I like iced coffee. All right, let's go to 160 and let's see if we can do it again. My finger kind of slipped out of that picking grip a little bit, so I'm trying to really focus on that again. It's getting a little bit better. Sounding okay. Sounding cleaner. Still needs a ton of work. There's no question about that. When I knew the next exercise, sweep picking exercise numero uno, you guys are going to see that. But that's okay. Okay? I make myself look stupid on the internet so that you guys don't have to. You're welcome, world. You're welcome. Coffee. All right, guys. Let's get right into sweep picking exercise numero uno. And then I'm going to try this with the new picking grip. See if I can do better at it. Happy Sunday, guys. try it at 150. Again, you see, I'm still working on it. It's still really hard. So it's not, hard is not the right word. It's just I don't have the grip down yet. I just don't have it yet. I'm keep working on it. That one sounded terrible. Again, I'm still focusing on working on that picking grip, guys. That's why it's going to sound really bad. I'm going to keep trying to focus on it to make sure it gets better. Okay? So, let's see if I can do this right. It's 160 beats per minute, guys. Still got work to do on those exercises, so we're going to go back up to 190 beats per minute. We're going to be working on the scales. When I say we, I'm really saying me. Working on the D major scale, followed by the D sharp E flat major scale at 190 beats per minute, at which point we're taking the tempo. We're going to keep the tempo at the same tempo and try to work on it there. And work on the, work on the minor pentatonic equivalent, starting with the D minor pentatonic scale. And then quickly moving into the D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale, guys. Let's go. 190 beats per minute. Starting in first position. Let's go. Happy Sunday, y'all. If you guys haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you took the 2-3 seconds it takes to like the videos, maybe subscribe to the channel. Also, please check out some of these instrumentals I've been posting. Today, I wasn't particularly happy about the mix that I did, but it would be nice to hear about you guys, what you think about what I can do with these instrumentals. Obviously, these instrumentals I post I only spend an hour on them, about an hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes, give or take, to write, mix, and master a song, which I kind of cheat with the mixing mastering process, but in the sense that I don't bounce down every single track. But let me know what you guys think. It'd be really, really great. Happy Sunday, y'all. Let's go. Oh, it's actually, I think it's, yeah, that's what it would be. Second position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Toggle back to this other screen so that I can see y'all. Shout out to you guys for being here. Let's get right into the, what was it again? Now we're in the third position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position? Yeah, no, seventh position. Seventh position. D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, the octave position, the D sharp, the D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Ric Flair, baby. Oh man, great question. How do you get your pinky to separate? Let me put this on pause for a second before we get right to the D sharp, E flat major chords. Shout out to you for being here, bro. I appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday. It's never easy to be here on a Sunday, because it just nobody. Well, Sunday's Sunday fun day. I don't know how else to describe it. To separate like that, practice. I know people. There are stretches people do. I also have this. I use to get my grip tighter, my grip strength better, but to separate the pinky to get it more, it's just practice, man. I don't know if there's another technique to do it. A lot of this stuff, like I said, the reason why I do some of this stuff is I do this stuff a lot of times. People are like, oh, well, a lot of your exercises are repetitive. You play these scales, you play them all the time, because it's like saying basketball. Like, you don't think LeBron James runs layups and does free throws at every practice? Yeah, he does. That's why it's fundamental. So the only thing that I can tell you, I can ask other people if you'd like. I can get back to you on that. Yeah, I think it's just to separate like that. I think it's just practice. That's, I don't know. They say perfect practice makes perfect. So that is really one of the. I wish I had something better for you. That's the only thing I can tell you to get your pinky like that. Is there are stretches that you can do. There are exercises online. If you want to add me on Instagram, I'd be happy to send you some videos that I watched on, how to get better strength out of your hands, how to get better separation out of your hands, or out of your fingers. So I can send you something on that if you'd like to. If you'd like me to do that, just let me know or add me on Instagram and just remind me of this question. I can do it as soon as I get done with my live stream. All right, bro? Happy Sunday, y'all. Let's get right to the D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Guys, my eyes are closed because I'm doing, one of the things I'm focusing on this year is making sure that I'm not looking down at my fretboard. So understand that's what it is, okay? Let's see. Second position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Yeah, let's go. Third position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. D sharp, E flat major scale, I should say. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. I had to count it out there because I'm really, really focusing on this grip so much I forget about everything else. Sixth position? Yeah, sixth position. D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Seventh position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position, the D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Now I'm gonna go toggle back to this main screen. Also, shout out to you guys for the questions that I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of questions recently, and I'm really thankful for that. So, seems like you guys are engaged. Hopefully, if you have any more questions, I'm really ready to help out if I can. I don't have the answers to everything. Again, I'm just an intermediate guitar player, a lowly intermediate guitar player like the rest of y'all, and I do the best I can when I can. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and if I can't answer them on stream, please add me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever medium that you need to use to send messages, and I will be happy to get to you on those as well. We're going to do the minor pentatonic scales, doing the D minor pentatonic scale. We're at 190 beats per minute. Again, if you have to take down the tempo, you can do so. This isn't a competition between us together. This is a competition between you and who you were yesterday, the person you were yesterday, the guitar player you were yesterday, okay? And that's how you get better, okay? Let's get right to it. Second position, D sharp, D minor pentatonic scale, my bad, 190 beats per minute, let's go. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. I skipped one. That's third position. Now let me move to the fourth position just to make sure I have it right. There we go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, D minor pentatonic scale, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Now we're going to finish up with the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute, starting in first position after I get some more of this coffee. Yes, I did get an iced coffee. Yes, it is cold. I wanted it. I wanted it real bad, so I got it. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I've had one, at least, anyway. First position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's go. Second position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Ric Flared. Let's go right into the fourth position. D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's go. sixth position, octave position, D sharp, E flat, minor pentatonic scale. Let's get it going. Woo! Now we get to do the boring shit. Well, we're going to find the note. Find the note's very simple. Exercise was recommended by Joe Satriani. Plus 12 minus 12 method, which means in standard tuning E, A, D, G, B, E, or really in any tuning, if you're looking for a position of a specific note below the 12th fret, and you know its position below the 12th fret, you know what fret number it is, you add 12 to that number and you find its position above the 12th fret. Similarly, or conversely, depending on how you look at the glass, if you know its position above the 12th fret or know its fret number above the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from that number and you find its position, its octave position, its lower octave position below the 12th fret. Okay, and that works for every string individually. Obviously, it's not going to be the same place on every string because they're tuned differently. Okay, so we're going to do the D note, and obviously we've been doing that last week, and we're going to continue that with that this week until next week. Okay, so again, the D note is on the 10th fret of the E string. And we know that if you add 12 to 10, you get 22. So we know that the D note on the low E string is at 10 and 22. Similarly, on the high E string, it's also at 10 and 22. They're both tuned to E, just in two different octaves. So back to the low E string where we're at 10 and 22, okay? Then the A string, which puts us at 5 and 17. Frets 5 and 17. Now back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. We know this, guys, because we did this last week. So 10 and 22. Now to the B string, which puts us at 3 and 15 on the B string, which puts us back to 10 and 22 on the high E string. Back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. Then when we go to the A string, it puts us back to, you guessed it, 5 and 17, okay? Then we're going to go to the D string, and because it's already in D, we know that it is open at 12. Considering that we consider an open string, we consider that 0. You add 12 to 0 and you get 12. You subtract 12 from 12 and you get 0, guys. It's that simple. Now we're back to 5 and 17 on the A string, and back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. And you're back to 10 and 22 on the high E string. Now back to, 3 and 15 on the D string, or on the B string. Then we go to the G string. I heard it. Which puts us at, you guessed it, 7 and 19. Then back to the D string, which puts us at open 12. And back to 5 and 17 on the A string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. Then I like to finish up with these slides like this. And now we can get right into the guitar triads, guys. We're still doing the triads, the major, the C, the D major, and the D. We're doing the D major and the D minor triads, followed by the D sharp, E flat major, and minor triads as well. I want to do the augmented ones, like I said before. I have ordered a book, or I'm in the process of ordering a book. It's in my shopping cart. I just got to figure out one or two things that I'm using with the money that I used for my cryptocurrency account to purchase the stuff. Again, we talked about that at the beginning. Doesn't matter. I'll explain it at the end again. But I'm purchasing a book using the money that I earned from my cryptocurrency account, which is with the referral friend program. As I said, if you get involved with it this year, this will be the last year I'm doing it. So part of that money, part of that $63 is going into me purchasing triad chord books so that I can scan it. A scanner is another thing I'm going to purchase. So I can put it in the background so that you guys can see this stuff. But as of right now, because I don't have that, I've got to copy and paste the Guitar Thinker dictionary into the live stream. I hope that you will use it. It seems to be a pretty decent site. I haven't navigated it myself. I've only used the free version of the site. It does appear to make chords and understanding the relationships a lot easier. Again, the reason why we're learning triads is because, much like scales, the triads are the most basic form of chords, using the 1, 3, and 5 in the variations on the 1, 3, and 5 chords. They are the building blocks to all chords, which is why we're learning them, okay? Not because it's just, it's boring shit. Nobody wants to do it. But at the same time, like, you have to understand, like, if it's going to be helpful to me, it's going to be helpful to this channel, I'm going to do it, okay? And we're going to do it together because you can't get better if you don't push yourself. And part of pushing yourself is knowing the stuff you need to know. And some of the stuff that you need to know, this is something that other guitar players, other piano players, any instrument that has a quote-unquote polyphonic function or something where you can play several notes at the same time, at least 3 or 4 notes at the same time, they will tell you learning your major triads. Learning your triads are very important. It teaches you about the fundamentals and how to understand their relationship with scales. Understanding the relationship between chords and scales is one of the most fundamental things a musician can know. Whether it's like a trumpet or a trombone or a flute or a clarinet, an orchestral instrument, or something like the guitar, you need to know. Okay, let's get right to it, guys. I think the first one is. Now that we finished those up, we're going to go right into we're doing chords. I separate these chords by basically, I say 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 are strings E, A, and D. 2, 3, 4 are A, D, and G. 3, 4, 5 are D, G, and B. And 4, 5, 6 are obviously G, B, and E. Okay, so we're going right now into the chords or strings 2, 3, 4, which is the A, the D, and the G. I hope I don't have to keep repeating that, but that's what I want people to understand. That's what, when I say 2, 3, 4, that's what I'm talking about. So we're moving from these two, 1, 2, 3, to 2, 3, 4, to 3, 4, 5, and to 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's how we're breaking these things down. Break them down, baby. Let's go. One more again. I'm trying to do a lot of these from memory. Like I'll put the chords up in front of me, but I'll try to do a lot of these from memory. So I'm not gonna be looking down or looking at the computer screen because it kind of cheats. So. A lot of you guys are going to hear that my guitar sometimes sounds a little bit out of tune. It's because it needs to be re-intonated. Now, changing my strings, I could change my strings tomorrow, but there will be an issue with it within, 48 hours at best, because I need to re-intonate my guitar, and I've got to take it in and do so, which I'm going to be doing in the month of February. Why in February? Because your boy poor, okay? That's what it is. I don't have any money to do it. So I got to wait till next month, and that's in a couple of days. Next month, probably around the 16th is probably when I'll have it done. So again, I apologize that it sounds out of tune. I know people are going to be, oh, it's out of tune. I tune my guitar often. It's just, you have to understand that it's just intonated poorly, okay? And it just means Basically, the string length is a little bit different on one side than the other. Or the tension on the string is basically based on the bridge, the fret number, or the bridge and the nut. It's not equal across the entirety of the string, and that means in certain positions, certain places, it's going to sound a little bit more sharp or flat based on where you press it down. Okay, it's a physics thing. I don't understand the complexities of it, but that's what it is. So I apologize for that. Shout out to you guys for being here again, y'all. Happy Sunday, y'all. Now we're going to go to the D minor triads, okay? Guys, if you haven't done so already, I'd love it if you go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all helpful stuff. Also, maybe even comment. Maybe check out some of the, I haven't had anybody really check out some of the instrumentals that I posted. If you guys are looking at the instrumentals, you guys want to check those things out, you like rap or you like trap music or whatever, check those things out. I put them together in about an hour. It's nice to get constructive criticism from other people. It's nice to get just, nice people saying, oh, you did a good job or whatever, good job, boy, bye. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not boy, but maybe use a different word than that, but person. Good job, person. Makes me feel good. You know what I mean? But check them out. Let me know what you think. Minor, pentatonic, or minor, D minor triads. Okay. This is the one more again. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I live by myself. It's all good. Let's get right into the strings 2, 3, and 4 for the D minor triads. Again, I posted the Guitar Thinker website into the chat, so you should have that. It's right. It should take you right to the Guitar Thinker page. And again, the next one we're going to be doing is a D sharp, E flat, major, and minor triads. Again, D sharp and E flat are sonically identical. The only thing you're going to see that's different is when you see it written on a treble or bass clef, it will be written a little bit differently because sharps and flats don't look the same, but they sound exactly the same. Position and the fingering is exactly the same. So let's get right to it. One more again. Now we're going to go to strings 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's the G, the D, the G, and the B. run through these about 3 times, so if I forget, just understand like that's what it is. I run through these about 3 times. About 350. Now that we finished with the minor triads, y'all, we're going to get right into the E flat, D sharp, E flat major triads. Starting on strings 1, 2, and 3. One more again. I had a little brain fart right there. Let's get right into strings 2, 3, 4, or the A, the D, and the G string. Yep, that's right. One more again. And then right here. And here. Here. Let's get right into strings 2, 3, and 4. 3, 4, and 5. My bad, shotties. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into strings 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 6, 4, 5, 6. My bad, shotties. Now we're going to finish up with the minor triads, guys. Let's get right to it. Once we finish this up, I've added this is a new lick, not a new lick of the week. This is one that we did last year that I'm not very good at all. So we're going to be working on that. Was way harder than I thought it was going to be. It shouldn't have been. It's really not that complicated. One more again. Well, that's not the one we're working on, so. We're going to finish up with the bottom 4 string chords, the E minor, E, D sharp, E flat minor triads. And let's get it going. Let's go. So we right here. And so this here. There's a one more again. Yeah. Yeah. I see somebody wrote on the chat. Let's see what somebody had to say. My bad, Shotty. If it takes me a little bit longer than normal to check it out, yes, no, this is week number 1. Same pattern. Yes, I have. And the reason is, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. The reason is because, like I said before, I cannot find the appropriate triads. You're talking about the triad chords. I am purchasing a triad book on Amazon. And when I get that in, then we'll work on different chords, so that way I can scan it and then I can post it so that people can have it. I have not been able to find an appropriate augmented and diminished triad thing that I can post so that other people can see it as well. Does that make sense? So that's why we're still working on the major and minor, because I wanted to do the majors, the minor, the augmented, and diminished triads, so all the triads. The reason is I don't have an extra, I don't even know what you call that. I can try and find it online so that we can have something as a template, and maybe I might try to do that this week. But yeah, we've been working on these same chords for the last week, because we did D sharp, E flat this week. The week beforehand, we did, I want to say C sharp, C and C sharp a week ago. So we're still working on those, but I appreciate that. That's a really good note. I just want people to understand that that's why we're still working on these ones instead of doing the augmented chords, augmented and diminished chords. For your sake, I will check out to see if I can find one online. The problem is I'm not going to be able to display it the same way I am with the Guitar Thinker website is. So if that's okay, I'm not going to be able to hold it up either unless I print it out, which I might be able to do. So, yeah. I appreciate the comment, though. That's a helpful note. Yeah. So we're going to work on this, and again, this actually is technically speaking new. Not new, it's newish. It means I'm just not very good at it, but this is the one that we're doing. So that's what we're working on. So today I'm going to work on hopefully the first couple of measures. And there's this new picking grip. It's going to be really hard. So. That's the first measure. If you guys want to follow along back at home, you can. It is up there, so. And then the next set is 10. So first chords are, or first groupment of notes are. The reason I really, really love this one is because it really feels like, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a song put out a while ago by a French DJ who was influenced and helped by Daft Punk, whose name is Kavinsky. He put out a song called Nightcaller, and if you've ever seen the movie Drive, you know what I'm talking about. There's a song on the album that he put out that sounds similar to this, which is what makes it really cool. And part of me wants to say it's a song called Wayfair, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I've heard it, but it's really 80s, like really like filthy 80s Miami style music, which I love. Now I'm going to go to the the OD Polyphia riff. I might this week start working on the. I cannot find the second part of that, so I might start working on the OD Polyphia or the ABC Polyphia riff again because I want to put up the solo. During the week of the 16th, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. Either that or I'm going to do the OD Polyphia riff during the week of the 16th of February. But we will see how that pans out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish up. We're going to put on the metronome, 130 beats per minute. And we're going to work on this. You know what? Let's get crazy with it. Let's go 140. See if I can, because I haven't gotten to 140 yet. But again, when I have to add the second part of this for the OD riff, I'm going to have to take the tempo down so that I learn the second part of that in the introduction. So let's try it at 140 and see if I can get it at least once. Technically, that's one. Well, two. The first one was so terrible. So, I'm going to keep working. Technically, that's two, so that's great. I'm going to end that there because I want to make sure I end on a good note. So we got it 3 times correctly. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get 4 or 5 or 6 more times, and then following day I'm going to try to get it a bunch more times. Yeah, so it was pointed out earlier. It's just I've been playing the same pattern. So it's really, really cool when I get people who who watch the channel regularly, who give me advice or give me they're kind of like watchdogs, where they kind of like look after like what I've done more than once, what I've done more than twice, and it helps me think about something maybe I didn't think about before I got on the channel. So I appreciate you. First dog that went to space was Dog. Shout out to you, bro. This week, I promise you, I'm going to try to make sure that I have the some form of the augmented and diminished forms of those chords, so that way we can try and do them. So we should be able to have either way. We should be able to have the augmented and diminished chords and the major minor chords finished by the end of February as scheduled, because it's a matter of learning the shapes. And when you know the shapes, as long as you know where the root position on those shapes are, you should be able to figure out wherever they are. And that's the whole point of what we're trying to do here, okay? Well, not the whole point, but that's the whole point of what we're trying to do, or how we're trying to learn these chords, okay? Understand what the shapes look like, where the root note is, and then move forward from there, okay? We're going to go to these backing tracks, y'all. I did an okay job with it yesterday. Hopefully today I can do a pretty decent job with them. We'll see. Which one's longer? Not this one, this second one. We'll do the second one here. Shout out to you guys again. Happy Sunday, y'all. Well, that did not go as good as it did yesterday, but it's obvious, like, when you have a little bit more time. I worked on these at the very end. So, I mean, like, when I do a Saturday sessions, because I'm working more on improvisational stuff, it's obviously going to sound better if I put these at the very end, or I work on these at the very end, because I've been practicing and working on certain riffs the whole beginning part of the session. So that makes sense that it sounded better yesterday. But again, it's about for me to try to work in some slides, and I've been working with a different picking grip, and so I'm really, really trying to get better at this stuff as well. So I've got to really focus on trying to play within the context of the song. That's another thing that I have to focus on this year, is not just playing notes just to play them, but obviously it's important for me to figure out where those notes are and do it with my eye closed. You know what I'm saying? Weakfoot! I just saw you, dude. I just noticed you were here, dude. Shout out to you, dude. We're at 118. Yo! Shout out to you, Weakfoot, bro. I have not seen you in a minute. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you. I'm about to finish up the session with one last improvisational thing, dude. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Guys, Weakfoot is the best. This guy's helped me out with so much with my thumbnails. Shout out to you, Weakfoot. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate you. Happy Sunday, by the way. Let's get it going with this last one, guys. It's got that Taylor Swift feel to it. So D major, A major, B minor, and G. I forgot to call out the chords for the last one. one ended better. It usually doesn't happen, but that one ended way better than the last one. Guys, I've got to end the stream. The reason is because I only have a limited amount of time, especially Sunday through Thursdays is going to be tough for me to be here longer than an hour and 30 minutes, okay? So I'm going to go over my spiel real quick. I want to say thank you to you guys, first of all, for being here. For those of you who continue to help out and support the channel, as you always do, shout out Weakfoot, all of you guys. I'm thankful that I have the subscribers that I have. I wish I was at 100 million subscribers, obviously. But the people that are here have been very supportive. They've been very kind. I hope that you guys would obviously check out the instrumentals I've been putting up. I could use the constructive criticism. I could use the ears. See what people think. These are things I'm showing. Basically, I'm putting up these not just to learn about getting better at creating songs. I'm trying to just get better and getting more comfortable using my digital audio workstation. So I'm posting these, and also I'm posting these to show people what my skill set is, to show you what I can get done in about an hour and a half worth of time. Sometimes today I was not as satisfied or as pleasantly happy with the mixing part of it. It did not turn out as good as I wanted it to. But again, you can see my skill set. Sometimes it's going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be bad. Sometimes the stuff I put together is going to be great. Sometimes it's going to be terrible. And today it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. So it was kind of like meh. You know what I mean? But I just want to say shout out to all you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I go by the name Muzzy McGee for those of you who didn't know. And this channel is basically about four things. It's about us practicing. It's about me doing improv. It's about me getting better at creating the best music I can using my digital audio workstation of Logic Pro X. And it's about the fourth thing, which is about me basically improving my game, my internet game, is trying to get better at creating, building my online profile. And how part of that it requires that I do a better job at creating the best live stream situation that I can, on my other platforms that I'm on, and just going back and seeing people's reactions and their comments in real time when it's like I'm repeating something too many times, or somebody's like, oh well, maybe you should try this or try that, or maybe different exercises that would be helpful. That always helps out with the channel, guys. The second thing I ask people to do is to donate to the channel if you'd like to do so. You can do so through my Ko-fi account. That's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can pay. You can pay. You can donate. Why don't you pay? Yeah, you can donate as little as €1 to the channel if you'd like to do so. Again, you don't have to, but it's very helpful. The other way you can get involved with the channel, helping out from a monetary perspective, is indirectly through the cryptocurrency referral links. Those are available in the description of every video. Again, when you purchase cryptocurrency using my referral links on those platforms, and they will offer you perks and benefits that would never be offered to you otherwise. So whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me, whether it be $20 cash back or $100 off trading fees. It helps out the channel because I'm using 15 to 20% up to $100 to reinvest back into my channel, as I am purchasing, like I said before, the Triad book, which should be available. I should be able to have that over the next couple of days, couple of weeks. So check that out if you'd like to. Again, you don't have to. And the third thing is basically when people don't really, what I ask people to do is basically, the third thing is not only to subscribe to me across on YouTube, also subscribe to me across all the other platforms. I'm currently available on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and now Discord. Helping me grow those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels, because one hand wash the other. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday to all of you guys. Like I said before, if you get a second, check out the instrumentals I've been posting. Let me know what you think of them. I got to get going. I got to skedaddle, as Scoochie Boochie would say. Shout out to you guys. Happy Sunday, guys. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. And I'm going to continue to build this thing brick by brick. But with your help, we can make it happen more quickly.